and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Your chance to win a virtual £1 million by simply answering 15 questions in a row correctly. So if you're ready, let's play. That's fine. Okay, for starters, I need to know how many players we have. So it's just you, me and the computer. Can I have your name, please? Thanks a million. Would you like me to go over the rules before we start? Thanks. Once you're in the hot seat, you're going to try and answer 15 questions correctly to win £1 million. As you give me the right answer to each question, you'll win the virtual pound value of that question and move on to the next level. Now, there are two milestone levels at £1,000 and £32,000. Reach these and you're guaranteed to lead with that amount, even if you give me a wrong answer. But remember, as you answer the 15 questions, although the increases in money get bigger and bigger, so do the drops. Each question will appear with 4 possible answers. Highlight the answer you want using the directional buttons and press the appropriate button to confirm. If it's the correct answer, it'll flash and you're on to the next question. If you do get stuck, you have 3 lifelines to help you: 50-50, phone a friend and ask the audience. You can use these at any time by pressing the appropriate button to activate the lifelines, and then by highlighting the lifeline you want to use using the directional buttons. If you choose the 50-50 lifeline, the computer will take away 2 wrong answers, leaving the correct answer and 1 remaining wrong answer. Then, to pick your answer, highlight and select it as normal. If you choose the phone a friend lifeline, we'll call one of your specially selected friends and ask them for help. Remember that you don't have to take their answers. Finally, you have Ask the Audience. Now, we conducted a poll of 100 people selected at random. We asked them what they thought the answer to each question would be. If you choose to ask the audience, you'll see the results of that poll. At any time, you can choose to stop and walk away and keep the money you've won up to that point. To walk away, just activate the lifelines in the normal way and highlight the walk away icon. And that's all there is to it. You're 15 questions away from £1 million. So if you're ready, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Good luck. Now, I hope you're ready for this. Here comes your first question. It's worth £100. It's the easiest question of the lot, and you've got it wrong. Well done, nice and easy, you've got £100. Have a look at this, it's worth £200. So you think it's A? It's good for £200. You're doing well, you're just 13 questions away from £1 million. Look at this for £300. So you think it's A? Well done, you've got £300. Right, question 4 of 15 coming up. You're doing fine. Take your time, have a look at this for £500. Alright, take your time, you've still got all 3 lifelines, you've still got 50-50, phone a friend and ask the audience. You're saying D, okay. You happy to go orange? Well, you've got 3 right so far, nice and confident, but I'm afraid that's as far as you can go. It's the wrong answer. Okay, you're going for C. Are you happy? That's the right answer for £500. Don't forget, you've still got all 3 lifelines. Use them if you need to, that's what they're there for. Okay, have a look. You're just 1 question away from your first milestone. It's for a guaranteed £1,000. Here it comes. You think it's B. Are you happy with that answer? You seem pretty sure. You're right to be sure. You've just won £1,000. So, congratulations, you're now guaranteed £1,000 no matter what happens. Okay, going on. Question 6 is for £2,000. You want to use your phone a friend lifeline? Okay. Let's get them on the line now, but you don't have to take the answer they give.
Hello?
Hello, Sarah. This is Chris Tarrant from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Hi, Chris.
Take your time. £2,000 is riding on the answer you're about to give your friend.
No problem, Chris.
Now, Sarah, I hope you're ready for this. This is the question. There are 4 possible answers. Here it comes.
It's Jackie Collins. I've never read it, even though my mum bought it for my birthday a couple of years ago. Made sure she bought me no more of that.
Sarah, thank you very much. Thanks for your help. Okay, Sarah says A, but you don't have to go along with her suggestion. You don't have to play this if you don't want to. Is that your final answer? Congratulations, it's the right answer. You've got £2,000. You're doing brilliantly. You got £2,000, but take a look at this next question for £4,000. Okay, right, this is your lifeline. You've made a choice to ask the audience. Audience, if you would please, put your fingers on your keypads. Let's try and help out. All vote now. Oh, look at that. That's almost too close to call. Are you happy with that? You had £2,000. I'm afraid you now haven't. You've just given me the wrong answer. You've lost 1. Are you happy with that? Congratulations, you just won £4,000. Okay, going on. Question 8 coming up for £8,000. Take your time on this. You don't have to play. Here it comes. So you're saying B? I'd love to say you've just won £8,000, but I'm afraid you haven't. I'm so sorry. It's the wrong... So you think the right answer is C. Are you sure? Oh, I'd love to say you just won £8,000. And I can! You have just won £8,000! Okay, keep going if you want to. Here's question 9. You're doing really well. If you play and get it wrong, you'll drop £7,000. If you play and get it right, you'll double your money to £16,000. So you think the right answer is C. Are you sure? You had £8,000. You didn't have to play. You did. It was the right answer. You've just won £16,000. You've still got your 50-50 lifeline if you want to use it. So you've now got £16,000. Now this next question is worth £32,000. If you get it right, you're guaranteed to leave with at least that amount of money. But if you get it wrong, you drop 15 of the £16,000 you've got at this moment. You don't have to play this question, but it's worth £32,000 guaranteed. Take your time, here it comes. So you're saying B. If this answer is correct, you're guaranteed to leave with at least £32,000. I'm sorry, it's not correct. You've just lost £15,000. You still go home with £1,000, but I'm afraid you've just dropped. So you think the right answer is C. Are you sure? You've just guaranteed yourself £32,000! Now, whatever happens, I'll be writing you out a cheque for at least £32,000. But we don't want to give you that. We want to write you out a cheque for much, much more. The next question is worth £64,000. It's a chance to double your money. You're guaranteed £32,000 and you might as well play. Here it comes. Okay, you're going for C. Are you happy? You had £32,000. You still got £32,000. I'm afraid it's the wrong. So you're saying it's A. Are you confident? You had nothing to lose by playing this question. And you haven't! You just won £64,000! Oh, take a look at that. It's nice, isn't it? A cheque ready for you for £64,000. But we don't want to give you that. We could well give you a cheque. The next cheque is worth £125,000. Now, you are at this moment just 4 questions away from £1 million. Have a look at the next question. You don't have to play it, but it's worth £125,000 if you can give me the right answer. You're going for... So you're saying B. Well, you had a cheque for £64,000. You didn't have to play this question. You did. You've just lost £32,000. I'm so sorry, that's the... So you think the right answer is C. Are you sure? You had a cheque for £64,000. Not anymore. You've now got a cheque for £125,000. Now, I can write you out a cheque at this moment for £125,000. Feast your eyes on that. But we don't want to give you that. We'd like to give you the next one for £250,000. Take your time. This next question is worth £250,000. Here it comes. You're going for D. Well, you could have walked away with £125,000. You didn't have to play this question. You should have walked away with it. You've given me the wrong answer. So you think it's A. You had £125,000 in your hand. You didn't have to play that last question. You could have walked away. You've now got £250,000. So there's a cheque there for £250,000. But we don't want to give you that. We'd like to give you the next cheque for £500,000. You are at this moment 2 questions away from £1 million. Have a look at it. Take your time. This is question number 14 of 15. So you think the right answer is C. Are you sure? Well, you've just risked an awful lot of money on this question. You were very brave. You had £250,000 and you could have walked away. I'm afraid it's the wrong answer. You've just lost 200. So you're saying B. You've just risked an awful lot of money on one question. You had £250,000 and you could have walked away. You've been very, very brave. Your reward is a cheque for £500,000. £500,000. Well done. Well, you're doing brilliantly. Fantastic. £500,000. Now, there's a cheque waiting here with your name on it for £500,000. But we don't want to give you that. We'd love to give you the next one, the big one. You are just one right answer away from £1 million. Now, have a look at it. At this moment, you can leave here quite happily with £500,000. But the next question, the final question, is worth £1 million. This is it. Okay, you want to go 50-50? Use your lifeline. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please, leaving the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer. So, what do you think? Is it B or D? I'll just remind you again, you are putting an awful lot of money at risk if you do choose to play this question. £468,000 to be precise. You don't have to play this question. You can walk away, but it is for £1 million. Is that your final answer? Well, you've been incredibly brave going for all 15 questions. It's correct answers that count, and I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. You've just lost 400. Is that your final answer? You just risked £468,000 by going for that answer. It was a risk, and you knew it was a risk. But it was a risk worth taking. You have just won £1 million. You've done it. Fantastic. Congratulations. You are a millionaire on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Excellent. Here we go again with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?